You know what it is, man. Right here next to the boardwalk. Welcome to the VBL Podcast. I'm your man Mouthpiece along with my counterparts. Go around the room.
E5, why don't you start us off?
And you know the vibe. It's your boy E5.
Cinco Loco.
Yeah, man. It's a pleasure to be here, man. First podcast, right? The Venice Ball League. Wow, that's tough. We making history. AKA Harlem World. We here, though.
AKA Dominicano, AKA E5, AKA Cha-Cha E5.
You know the vibe.
Too many nicknames, bro. He brings it every time, though.
Yeah, I don't want to follow up the guy with all that many nicknames, but
Tobias.
I'm Tobias. Yeah, Tobias DeMarco. Yeah, super happy to be here with all my family doing this podcast. Excited to talk about VBL, man. It's so much of our time in our lives, so excited to get into it.
It's love, family style. Yours truly, Organicko, AKA the Jungle Boy. Might come out of retirement this weekend. I've been on the injury list for 6 months. I got in the stand early and at it, 7 a.m. on my first official breakfast club, so I went at it. I'm feeling a little good. Like we said, VBL is a family. A lot of things. Some people might get offended today, but some people might get flattered.
Right.
But it's always within the spirit of the game and within the league. Playoffs is kicking off. Young man Alex, how you feel about it?
Feel great. Kicked off the morning with Breakfast Club with Quan. Great session. Just excited to talk some hoops in the VBL. I mean, around the office, we've been talking for weeks now, so we decided let's just share our thoughts with everyone, and excited to be here.
Yeah, Alex, you might, for anyone who doesn't know you,
Oh, I'm
paint the picture.
I'm an intern, but I'm also the league statistician. So anything you see with your stats, if you have any problems, take it up with me.
No. Don't say that shit because you're going to get something started.
I know, you're inviting the
If
smoke.
you got any problems with what he's doing, bring it to me.
Hey,
Mr. Commish.
yes.
Yeah, bring it to me.
No more complaining about your assists. You guys
Yeah.
don't pass enough.
Nah, not at all, man. Don't complain to that man. He got his job. He's not going to be coerced just because you feel you got something. Not at all. So don't go to the table with this. Bring it to me.
Well, I think it's important to note, if you guys see this, it is a blessing because we're not really sure if it's all recording, but we hope you get to see it.
That is hilarious. The
It's a
Venice Secret
freestyle.
Show.
For some background, we got my boy Regular Hoops behind the camera on some regular vibes. But
That's
one of our
right.
sponsors, Woodies, courtesy of his sunglasses, is out of town in Brazil right now, living his best life. So
Yeah, that team ain't living its best life.
we told him, yeah, not living his best life. But I was like, hey, courtesy, you haven't won a game this summer. Can we maybe crash your
Shit.
living room for a little basketball talk?
Well, I know one person that can really talk crazy about the fact that, they're losing and he's not there. White Chocolate.
Yeah, what's
I'm
going
not
on,
going to lie
Choco,
to you.
man?
It seemed like they need you. They seem like you need your sons, too.
Wow.
You get what I'm saying? Because they haven't won a game. And Choc, I believe, how many wins did they have last year? Like 6, 7?
They went all the way to the championship. So
So, that's a hell of a drop
mm-hmm.
from championship game to no wins.
Right.
And Choc can really talk that talk
Choc,
that
man.
they not winning because he ain't there.
I mean,
He'd be like, oh, baby.
Right.
yeah.
Because he went to the championship and y'all ain't got no wins.
It might
No
be the return
wins.
of El Choco. If El Choco is not going to be out there, we're going to bring the French chocolate out there, and I'm going to try to represent.
I hope you can get him a win because I swear to you, that is a hell of a fall
Yeah.
from a finals game.
Championship team.
That's
to
a hell of a fall.
Bottom team. I mean, you got to understand, Body Bag is now playing with the big three. He also plays on another
Yeah, but
team. That's a big L for.
It is, but you got to look at it like this. Y'all came together, the team came together with the pieces that they had. They've had, 6 weeks?
About 5.
And ain't figured nothing out. They got like 4 core players. I believe they get close, they just fall off at the end. Like they don't learn how to close out games yet. They haven't learned it yet. Everything else, they play good during, because they get Watts. Isn't Watts on the team? Watts is on the team.
Yeah,
Baby
listen,
Shaq is on
we
the
ain't
team.
worried about Woodies right now. Y'all ain't want a
I'm
game.
just saying.
We ain't going to West our breast. If you guys knock out
Breast?
number.
What, breast?
Breast?
No,
What's
that's
going on?
breath.
Because you was talking about everybody take their shirts off before the podcast. You
Nah,
still doing
fuck
that?
off.
No. That was your
I
idea.
don't. I don't
What?
go shirtless with a gang of men. That's not happening.
It's not.
That's not the
today.
VBL way.
Maybe next week.
No,
No?
fuck no.
Because you done lost about 100 pounds. since
I
last
don't
few seasons.
care. I don't care if I lost 200.
Yeah.
I'm not going shirtless with a
What?
gang of men.
Hold
Sorry.
on, Mouthpiece. You went from rocking 3X to medium pants. What's up with that?
Eating right, staying away from bull, and basically I'm getting some more exercise in.
You don't think the pants is a little too tight though?
Nah. This is perfect for ass kicking weather.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
okay.
Don't even worry about it.
So we were talking about the losing team, but let's go right into it. I mean, you sitting next to the number 1 seed,
Yep.
player of the week last week. Why don't you talk to our boy Isenko a little bit?
Well, I mean, Timeless already has proven that they play like a family. So, E's still giving up highlights. That great accidental bucket you had is just going your way. You know what I'm saying? But beating the number 1 team in the league, because that was the most talked about thing anyway. Beating Surf Club, right? The Surf Club. Beating Surf Club was huge because, both of y'all was fighting for the number 1 spot. They really had it with being the only team that had no losses. So, y'all coming together, how did that feel, like really honestly taking down a number 1, knowing that y'all should be possibly number 1?
Again, it comes down to confidence. Like, big shout out to Coach Bobby. Bobby, from the get-go, he's like, bro, we just going to go out there and play our game. And for us, we prioritizing defense. You know what I'm saying? So we thought that, or we figured out the game plan. I was going to press them up. We're going to make them turn over the ball. And, defense leads to offense. You know what I'm saying? When we start locking up, then the offense naturally flows to us. And now we having highlights every other second. Dame, big shout out to Prodigy, coming in, dunking, and then that feeds off on everybody else and it makes them want to play harder. So, yeah, literally that defense, bro. That's the game's mindset for every game.
Now, with all the teams in the league, besides, Surf Club, who do you think is a dope matchup going down the stretch that you feel like your team versus them is possibly like the championship?
That's a good one. I'm probably going to say Dompen.
Are you going to the championship though?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Hey, I mean, it looked good. The family looked good,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah.
I'm not going to lie. We going to win this whole thing.
Uh-oh.
Ooh.
He's making a prediction already.
Can we go to the stat sheets? What's going on over there on the Timeless side of the stat world?
Timeless just got the 1 seed, so they're not playing this weekend.
Oh,
And
okay.
They'll be playing the winner of Fabletics versus Prototype 81. So both those teams, I feel like, are pretty evenly matched, but
Yep.
should be a good, interesting matchup for Timeless. I mean, full strength Prototype 81 team, they have the veterans, so I think it might be an interesting matchup. Fabletics, they've been doing better recently, have some good chemistry, but they're kind of ran by one guy. I mean, they have a good supporting cast, but if you stop their main outlet, which is Alex Austin, who is in contention for Rookie of the Year, I think they're...
So the accountant
Yeah.
is their main guy.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure.
Okay. And I know nothing taken from an accountant. I'm just curious because the team is at what as far as record?
They started out 0-3, now they're 3-3.
Oh, so they on a 3-game winning streak.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
they're
okay.
the 8th seed?
Okay.
They're the 8th seed, yes.
AC.
I don't see them fucking with Timeless.
Yeah.
I mean, I love the accountant. That's my dog.
And also think
What, you talking about Juice the Athlete?
No. Juice.
No. We said,
Ooh.
but we
Oh.
wasn't talking about that. We was talking about Fabletics. And now you talk about Sunblock. Sunblock do have the best chance of beating Timeless because of I Got the Juice, the Mute, some of the other running mates that really like play hard.
Pop Champagne.
Pop Champagne. My only issue is that they're not young enough.
Mm-hmm.
Because Timeless, besides my man that making 40 look good, I just think they have a faster pace, a little bit more tenacity when it comes to defense. And when it comes to their defense, offense just runs. So I don't see it, but that's going to be a hell of a matchup. I would love to see Sunblock versus Timeless and see how that go.
And I'm not gonna lie, last year that was one of the biggest matchups for us. That's when Juice had 63. So big ups to Juice, but now,
Man, you questioned it. What? You know the number.
nah, it was on us.
Yeah.
But and with that being said, I'm not gonna lie, he not doing that again. Juice my boy, but he not gonna do that again, bro. I'm gonna be real with y'all. He did it one time, but I'm sorry, you're gonna be stopped, my boy.
I believe Juice is number 1 in points this season.
Yeah, he just took over the spot. But
Yeah.
okay, let me ask you a question because that did kind of like, now that you said that. Now, once he got to 20, okay? Once he got to 20, who was guarding him mainly?
Ooh,
Well,
that's a good question.
the record states that they switched it
Yeah,
around.
we switched it around a lot, bro.
Everybody
so
tried to
He was
turn.
giving everybody that. I don't know what's up with Juice, bro, but he just be fighting against the air out here, bro. Like he just know how to shoot in the wind sometimes. Like that's exactly what he did last year.
Because I was tripping off the fact of two things. One, when somebody gets to 20, that's time for us to have a conversation. Because of the simple fact, this motherfucker's playing well. Because I'm sure he didn't get 20 over a whole half. It was probably 20 in the first quarter.
He got 20 and a quarter.
Okay. Then when he got to 30, somebody should have said, who the fuck got him? Right. Then when he got to 40, it's like, can we poke him in the eye? Can we shove him? Can we talk about somebody in his family to get his game off? When he got to 50, it should have been like fouling fest. I'm not going to lie to you. Foul him at every moment. I don't give a damn. Everybody better use all 5 of their
That's
fouls.
what they did on Hezzy when he got to 40. We didn't give him nothing.
And Juice is skinnier. So I just don't understand how did another 10
It's
or
family
13,
style. It's
I'm
family
sorry,
style.
13 get after the 50.
I think everybody wanted to see it. You know, he catch that fire. It's like nobody was hating on it. You know
Right,
what
that's
I'm
what
saying?
I was glad to see somebody break the record. You know, at that point we was down by like what 15 or 12. I'm like, you know what? Let my boy go
That's way
crazy.
down.
So you telling me the last 13 points
Yeah.
was because y'all let him?
Nah, there was hand in his face. There was people
Nah,
flying left, flying right.
Nah, yeah, we were still contesting. I'm not gonna lie, but at that
I mean, he
point
hit
it's
some
like
crazy
bro, he was
shots.
hitting
Hold
shots.
on.
Yeah.
Hold on, but hey, let's get off Juice Case. What is you wearing right now, bro? Like, what's going on? I walked out. I just what's going on with that? Tell me what's
you
going on.
know, we here and I'm looking around. I'm like, what can I do to like just show people that I'm a bucket? So I found a bucket on the floor and I just threw it on my head.
You are what you wear.
It was
are
sitting
what you
outside. You know,
wear.
my daughter was filling up all types of sand with it yesterday.
Big shout out to Soleil. Y'all love Soleil. She could put whatever she want in the bucket. You know, I'm gonna represent. But at least you know I'm a bucket. You know what I'm saying? So that's why
So what type of bucket we talking about? Is it baby shark style? What is it?
I'm a shark bucket. You know what I'm saying? I'm like I'm every
blood in the water.
yeah. I smell blood in the water. Yeah, bro, they scared, man. You know what I'm saying? We coming
Okay.
out there, coming at you like a shark.
Well, should we get into some of these week's matchups? Do a little pick 'em?
Yeah, I'm with that.
All right. Well, let's start it off right at the beginning. Game 1, we just been talking about it. Fabletics,
Worst to last.
worst to last.
I mean, worst to best.
Okay, worst to best. If it's worst to best, we'll start with the 3 versus the 14. The Mecca versus Woodies. So the Mecca is 5-1.
Mega.
Woodies 0-6.
We can speed some of them up. No offense, Woodies.
What would you guys put the line for that game at?
Minus 14.
Shit, I'm doing minus 20.
Minus 20.
Because you got to understand something. One thing that
There's a cop on a horse out there.
oh yeah, we
Whoa.
get all that. It's 2 of them.
I didn't know that happened in Venice, bro.
Oh yeah, it happens. Hey, I'm gonna tell you right now. That's how one of the cops caught somebody I know rolling weed. You didn't even hear the horse clack, 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 clack come up on you. You still trying to roll, and it's a horse going, handling, hey, what's going on, player? Can I see you over here? You know what I mean? And you got a ticket, and a horse crept up on you. I don't understand. That was the weirdest shit ever. You got arrested by a horse.
Well, you for damn sure aren't outrunning the horse. It's
No,
not
no,
like the
you're
bike
not
cop.
outrunning, but you can't hear the horseshoes.
You right.
Clack, 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 clack. You that involved in breaking down weed that you got? That's crazy.
It's loud.
But as far as Woodies versus
The Mecca.
Mecca, Mecca has shown that they're a little bit more consistent.
5-1.
Buffet is a cold big man. You know what I'm saying? And Woodies, don't get it twisted. You got Baby Shaq, you got Watch, you got some hard-nosed players, but they're not finishing games. So I don't think against a team like Mecca, who's been showing that they play well together, can handle. You know.
And I think on the topic of finishing games, this year the Mecca they're 5-1, but they only have a 4 point differential. So they've been closing out close games.
Closing out games. That's all it takes.
How do you feel about that boy, Slim, jumping out the gym?
Well, Slim, a.k.a. Mile High Club. That's my dog. You know, we missed him around here because his last big highlight when he used to be out here, he had a rag around his neck.
About 4 years ago, yeah.
And he bodied people. He was having a good time. Looked like it was just fun to be a big man. You know what I'm saying? And he comes back this year. You know, he got some complications. But the thing about it is, when you got complications and you overcome it, it's a beautiful thing. So right now, he's getting back into the swing of things, and he's catching bodies.
3
You know
on
what
the
I'm saying?
season. One behind the leader, though.
You know what I mean? And he seems to be having fun. And that's really honestly what VBL is about. It's about having some fun, but get your highlights on. So, yeah, I love the way he's playing. Shout out to Big Slim, a.k.a. the Mile High Club.
Yeah, most definitely. Actually, a good debate point is for the Human Highlight Reel Award, which we all know last year went to Mr. Body Bag.
Right, of course.
This year, I think there's 3 contenders in the mix. Anybody want to name them out? I don't think they're that hard.
Definitely is going to be number 1 draft pick. He got a couple. You know what I'm saying? Of course. Mile High Club, another one. From there, I can either go with E. I could go with. I
think it's DeRay.
Oh, DeRay. Yes.
There you go. That is your VBL leaders in sit down so far.
Wait, DeRay got the most?
He got 4. And the week you were gone, I don't know, you saw he sat down 2 people in a minute.
Both in
No,
overtime.
he sat down somebody when I was here after he got sat down.
Yeah.
He got up.
Off a game. It's a minute 30 left. You getting set down. You're out.
Yeah.
OT. That's it.
But nah, he proved to me in another league that in the Valley that he can go. Like throw up the ball and he gonna go get it. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, shout out to DeRay. He doing his thing.
There it is. And then the one we haven't mentioned, which I don't know how, our boy Hezi.
Well, okay, Hezi comes with it, but we know he's gonna be, he's gonna be gone for a while. He got the big 3 he doing. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to him. That's a beautiful move. Shout out to me for making that move happen. Yeah. So,
How did tell us how that came about?
well, I shoot, my show Dunk League that I shoot. Last year, Nate Robinson was one of our guest judges. So we was sitting around and it's lunchtime or whatever the case may be, and he just, we having casual conversation. And the first thing come out of his mouth, he said, "You know who I need to play in the big 3 with me? Hezigod." And I was like, "Oh, is that right?" He's like, "Yeah, you got his contact?" I said, "Matter of fact, I do." Get him on the phone. He's driving. I said, "What's up, dog?" He was like, "What's up, big homie? What's going on?" I said, "Man, I got somebody that really want to talk to you about playing." He like, "Oh, okay. Who?" As soon as I hand Nate Robinson the phone, he goes ballistic while driving. You know what I'm saying? He like, "Oh, wait a minute. I got to pull over." So he pulls over and he starts talking to Nate. He's like, "Yeah, man, I need to get you a tryout. We're going to set it all up. I'm going to call my people. We're going to get that cracking." You know what I'm saying? It's like, "Oh, okay." And then he gave me back the phone. I said, "Yeah." He like, "You always looking out for me, big homie. I appreciate you." Hung up. Next thing I know, he got a tryout.
But it didn't happen until this year.
No, it didn't happen.
He's been going crazy ever since.
But I look at it like this.
This time he got the call up. He didn't have to try out. He just rolled in.
Hey, but you got to look at it like this. Consistency pays off. You know what I'm saying? At some point in Hoopers' lives, there's things that happen to you that make you want to quit. I'm just being honest. It could be a death. It can be, you know what I'm saying, living arrangements ain't going right or whatever the case may be. It can just have you down.
Bread in general, bro.
Yeah, it can just have you
gotta
down.
be about your bread. Like, you got to make a living at some point.
But for you to stay with it, stay the course, you have a little couple of bumps here and there because, ain't nobody perfect. But then once you get an opportunity, you make the best of your opportunity. It's all on you. So right now, back-to-back player of the week at the big 3, and it's your first time in it, handle your biz, dog. Keep pushing. And that goes out to anybody. A person can tell you it's not your time right now. That don't mean give up and it's over.
Yeah.
Keep pushing. You get better with seasoning.
Yeah.
So, you know what I mean? You know what I mean?
Season after season.
You feel me?
Day by day, night by night, early morning. That's why we got this breakfast club. That's why we got this culture of getting better, this culture of getting highlights. I always say it. you make some noise on this stage, the
You go
world
anywhere.
is going to see and hear about it. And
Man, we
through
got-
the years, we've had dozens and dozens of guys go pro, guys go Lakers.
But
go
we got two
overseas,
guys right
Globetrotters,
now.
professional dunk careers
We got 2 dudes right now that came from this beach
that got called up
that got called up to the big 3.
from week 2 to week 3.
You get what I'm saying? So you got to understand that. Beach ain't that much of a problem.
Yeah.
We solving shit out here.
Yeah.
So, you know,
And
it
two
is.
dudes at that are dominating against
Yeah.
NBA players.
NBA players doing their thing. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? You got to look at it. If you come through us and you stay consistent, you never know where you go.
Are those
Yeah.
the biggest 2 success stories you guys have seen so far?
Nah,
Since 18
nah.
years?
Oh, this season, yeah. No,
We've seen
David
Zach
Nwaba.
Andrews go to
Yeah.
the Lakers. David Nwaba.
David
had
Nwaba
a
go
great-
to Houston. Zach went to the Lakers. You know what I'm saying? So we got cats that came through
Monty
here.
Love, I mean, came through from
Harlem
collecting
Globetrotters.
disability to Globetrotters, you know.
Doing his thing. Got his brother out there now. You know what I'm
That's
saying? Like,
somebody
you
they
did it
wouldn't-
so
they
well, your
wouldn't even
brother
let
got
Monty
to.
on the court in New York sometimes. And it's like,
Michael
he
Jordan
can't-
of the little people.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm just being honest. He didn't cook a gang of regular sized human beings. Cooking them. Throwing lobs. Remember when him and Blue, Jet Blue.
It's safe to say, bro. We've been setting the trend for street ball. Like, N1 took it to that level, and
Yeah.
then we kept it going almost 2 decades in. And, like, this is where street ball stayed alive, right? We kept hoop alive for these 2 decades where there was no outdoor basketball culture really in LA. It was dead, right? Especially through the pandemic. Well,
Yeah.
those 2 years when they locked the hoops, we went crazy. That's when the hoop bus took off, unlocking rims, throwing tournaments all over the city. Like,
Yeah,
This
and
is
from an
really in the
announcer
beginning.
standpoint, shit, I made it too.
right?
You know what I mean? I done
Big
did
time.
movies, I done did shows, I done did all kinds of celebrity games. So you got to understand, if you want to be an MC also,
Ivana.
stay true.
Success
Oh,
story.
Ivana,
Right.
success story. If you want to stay true to the game, and if you want to honestly be a part of the game, but you ain't hooping, take a page out of my book. I ain't hooping no more, but I swear I'm getting paid to be here. You get what I'm saying? So I give people nicknames in order for them to have a life. You got to understand that. Sometimes it's cool to come through with your own name, but sometimes you need a persona.
But Hezigod, I came up with that.
No, Hezigod got came up by a dude
No.
named Hezi Fam.
No.
No, look,
Hezi
hey,
will tell you.
Because
Hezi will tell you.
I
I
heard
was
the
on the mic.
recording.
It was the last game of the day. Mouthpiece
Okay.
was getting tired. I was just subbing in.
Okay.
Hezi can't.
I don't get tired, though.
I said, hey, Hezi. He hit dude 3 times. Like, Hezi, God. And he was like, Hezi, that looked
Listen
good
to
to me.
This is a great transition, though.
Because I've heard it came from a dude named Hezi Fam in
No,
North
Hezi-
Carolina.
Then Hezi Fam was created from there. Hezigod was born. Hezi Fam launched. Yeah. We'll go back to the history
I
books.
did that because
Let's
I
check it
didn't
out,
talk with
Hezi,
him
but
twice.
Hezi, if you're hearing it, you seeing this, we're
Yeah.
proud of you, buddy. Back.
Oh, yeah, all
we're proud
day.
of you. We love you guys,
All
man. This
day.
is exactly why we do what we do. Is
Yeah.
that we could give you guys a stage, we could give you a platform, a name,
That's right.
an audience, and
But let the record show I don't get tired.
uh-huh.
It's funding.
Okay, yeah, we got
Let the record show.
let the records show.
It is not, I don't get tired. I can do 10 games in a day. Because I do that in tournaments when I go in other parts of the world.
How many juice drinks power that?
Huh?
How many juice drinks power
Water.
Water.
Water and alcohol. Water and alcohol. Trust me. That's all I need is water and alcohol. I done did games from 10 o'clock in the morning to 6 o'clock in the evening without getting tired.
that?
All right, Toby, what's the next topic?
No, we still going through the next matchup.
Yeah, I guess we got to get through the
So
matchups.
we got to get through the matchup. So next we got number 4 Dompen versus number 13 Urban Necessities. On paper, two very different squads.
Right.
Dompen very strong. Urban Necessities has looked pretty weak this year. But the thing about Dompen is you don't know who's going to be there on a given week. So
And we know who's not going to be there this week because they got a big 3 game. Take Body Bag and Hezi straight off.
Okay.
So now this squad looks more like Crenshaw, Trey.
But did they play last week?
They didn't play last week, and they've lost both games that Hezi hasn't been there.
last week they were competitive. They only lost by 1 to the Mecca, which is a good squad.
Right.
One thing about Dompen is they're going to play physical. With Crenshaw, they're not going to take a possession off defensively. And
Yeah.
against Urban Necessities. I mean, Urban Necessities, if they really lock in, I think they can make it a contest. Behind Amari, he can give you 25. But I think at this point in the season, the other teams are focusing in on him, and his scoring has gone down a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, because you got to look at it like this, too. This happens due to the league, anybody in the NBA or whatever the case may be. A rookie can have a gang of hype coming into a league. It'll be those veterans or seasoned guys that go, I don't give a damn if he just came in here. He going to get awakening. You know what I'm saying? A rude awakening.
Yeah.
And the first 2 games, he was killing. No lie, he was killing. But then we boasted it. We talked about how he was killing. So now every other team that goes against him is going to make it their purpose to stop him.
Mm-hmm.
So my thing is, he had a lot of weight on his shoulders coming out of the #1 draft pick. That team itself kind of put a lot of weight on his shoulders by making him the leader. He's a rookie. I mean, no. The commercial he deserved because of the simple fact the boy can play. The boy is a highlight. It has a hype component because a lot of cats that's been in this league that didn't get as much pub as he did take offense.
Mm-hmm.
And they got every right. You know what I'm saying? It happens like that. They got every right. But my thing is this. Stay consistent, kid. Down the stretch, we need that hunger.
Yeah.
It seems like down the stretch lately, he's kind of taking an easy road. He's getting, probably points that really don't matter because they're already down, something like that. I need you when it's the thick of things, like a 2-point game, a 4-point game, a 6-point game. I need you then.
Mm-hmm.
I don't need you in the beginning when it's still kind of fairly started, and then at the end when you're trying to catch up.
Mm-hmm.
I don't need you then. I need you in the middle.
Well, in the interest of time, let's go. Pick.
Yeah, a quick. I have Dompen.
You got Dompen.
I got Dompen too.
Dompen. E5.
I'm, it was funny. I bought Amari out, so I'm probably going. I know what it feels like to be a rookie and have a lot of people in your ear and stuff like that. So I ain't gonna sleep on him just yet. You know what I'm saying? I think he's gonna go crazy. I think, you know what I'm saying, last week was his test.
Yeah.
He was a little frustrated and stuff like that. So I believe in him. I ain't gonna,
Love it.
I think he walk in the middle of the shot.
He's the CEO. He walk wherever he wants.
Nah, but yeah, I say Amari got him. It's gonna be an upset.
You got Upset, you got Urban,
Yeah,
and
I
then
got
Toby, you got Dompen.
I got Dompen. I also want to throw a disclaimer out because there's a lot of scorers table, of commissioners, owners. We are in no ways talking about what's actually going to happen in the game. None of us got any stake in who wins. We want y'all all to succeed. So this is just our picks. We watch it a lot. So
I don't care less.
yeah,
Right.
It's always made the best.
yeah. May the best team win.
Man win.
So on that said, I got Dompen. Sorry, Angel. But
So next we got number 12 BBall Junkies versus number 5 New Jersey Sets.
Ooh.
So BBall Junkies was hovering in the middle of the pack, and then they kind of fell off at the end of the season. 12 seed is kind of low for them, but they have some guys.
we all know they got some
B-ball
guys.
junkies. I'm sorry, because that's just because we lost to New Jersey Sets, but B-ball
Yeah.
junkies.
I love B-ball junkie. Yeah. I love Montenegro. I love B-ball junkies. They're a good group.
Mm-hmm.
But New Jersey Sets, it just seems like, honestly, they play together better than that squad.
Mm-hmm.
And that's all I really, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not going to sit up here and say, oh, they just going to dominate them. No. I
gonna be a
think it's
close
going to
game.
be a good game. But I think New Jersey Sets at the end is going to come through better.
I think the big X factor is if B-ball Junkies can get someone else, another big, to kind of help Zach, because he's carrying all the load offensively and defensively in the paint. And at the end of the game, he's going to be, that kind of wears him down. He's tired. So if they get another big in this week, I think they can make it closer. But right now, I would have New Jersey Sets by a couple points. And then we can't forget about Estus for New Jersey Sets.
Yeah, Estes
Yeah,
a dog.
no, Estes has been playing real well. This dude just seems like a laboratory dude. But the Zach thing, I believe Zach does need a big, but I also
Laboratory. Can you explain what?
Yeah,
think laboratory dude look like somebody grew him in the lab. He look like he probably a clone.
Yeah.
Like his limbs don't work properly yet.
Yeah.
but he's getting things done.
Who did he get cloned from?
Because it's just the way he runs around and looks. It looked like he's not human.
Yeah.
It's like he's grew in the lab. Yeah, with the gear.
All the gear.
You know what I'm saying? And then it's like, honestly, the way he was running, I think I made a comment about the way he ran back down court. It looked awkward. Like he wasn't, it wasn't registered that he needed to run, but then he got to running. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like he's either a clone, like how they be saying that
Is he a rookie?
Gucci Man is a clone.
Has he made appearances?
Has he made appearance?
Yeah, we've seen him in the VBL before.
Yeah, we've seen him
a couple
before,
times, yeah.
but it's just, like I said,
Never
he
consistent,
is
yeah.
good. He reminds me of a shorter Dwight Howard.
He's a street ball. He's the perfect prototype because, like you said, he's unorthodox.
Yeah.
His regimen tells me he's heavy on sea moss, juicing, protein shakes. Like he's definitely
He got
cracked
some of the
the code
But he
of
gets the job
nutrition.
done. He gets the job done.
And he's hard to guard because he's
Linky.
all over the place. He's got like an awkward style of play, and he's a freaky athlete. He can finish.
No,
around
he's
the rim.
he's
and
good.
He's hungry. Yeah.
I
So
would
who's the
definitely love
pick?
to have him on the team.
Who's the pick for you, Nick?
Honestly, I got BBJ by 2, but it might be an overtime game.
Yeah, I
Because
got New Jersey
I
Sets
gotta
winning by 10.
But BBJ was like this last season. It takes them a while to warm up, and they always start down and they always come back. But when it comes to playoff, last year we've seen it. They made a nice playoff run. I think they made it all the way to semifinals.
Who's a point guard? Who's B-Ball Junkies point guard?
AJ,
They
but
got
AJ's
AJ,
been out,
KJ. They got all the J's.
They
They
got
got
Oh,
Vic.
KJ and AJ. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, they've got a really good core. Like,
And they're coach, and they're really together, right?
Yeah.
I feel like
Yeah.
New Jersey said new team. They added new addition to teams. You know, they might be the better pound for pound team on paper, but
I got the upset too. I got
got the
BBJ.
upset,
Coach
right?
Oh, you
Rob.
got BBJ. Okay.
Coach Rob is gonna bring that energy on the sideline. He had everybody turned up last week. Like he
But
was,
they lost, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, maybe it didn't work.
Oh, okay.
they turned, but they turned down for what?
Like, wait a minute, that was a good point until we got to the goddamn win, okay?
Gotta turn, yeah.
All right, maybe Rob go a little low key this week. All right, Alex, next game up. Who we got?
Quick prediction from E5. Who do you have winning that game?
Oh, he said
Yeah.
BBJ.
Oh, you said
Yeah.
BBJ?
Yeah, he
Okay.
said BBJ.
Next up, we got number 6 in the lab versus number 11 Crenshaw Coffee.
In the lab, 3-win streak as well.
4-win streak.
Yeah.
See,
0-2 to
this
4-0.
is two very, very different teams. Crenshaw Coffee is a heavy veteran squad. They got Shell, AJ, Real Sydney D, Corey Hall, a bunch of older veteran guys. And then in the lab has led by a bunch of younger new dudes. But they can
Who
hoop.
is on in the lab?
DJ,
Oh, DJ.
DeRay.
Oh, okay.
Bro, I think
Dwight.
before we jump into it, I think it's hilarious that In the Lab won, and now all their old players are their coaches. They literally brought
Yeah,
the
yeah,
whole
yeah,
squad
yeah,
out on
yeah.
the coaching line.
Well, you got to look at it like this. The coaches right now are getting paid to go play other places.
Oh yeah,
So they're not playing here. But it's dope that they didn't want to just X themselves out of the league.
yeah,
So they brought in a whole new wave of cats.
yeah.
You know what I'm
I
saying?
mean-
And that's smart because in a sense, you know, you get to kind of filter your guys because you've already made it to the point where y'all are making money at playing.
Yeah.
So, okay, more power to you. With the new crop that came in, what's their record again?
They're 4-2.
4-win streak.
I mean, you can't knock that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's like they
And their
learning
core-
from their guys.
That core, DJ, arguable Rookie of the Year contender.
DJ is good.
We got D-Ray.
D-Ray.
We got Dwight.
Wait, D-Ray.
Duh,
It's not
well,
D-Ray.
So
D-Ray.
Dev
My-
on the sidelines, he's always like D-Ray.
Yeah,
D-Ray.
I know. But it's supposed to be D-Ray.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then Darius, who hasn't popped out for a couple weeks, caught a crazy body week 2 on our boy Mo on
Well,
Surf Club.
Well,
His
Darius,
first minute in the league.
yeah, Darius has a lot of stuff going on.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, you know, you may see him, you may not.
May not.
You know what I mean? But that squad, for them to be 4-2, and it's a total change
Yeah.
from the championship squad, that's pretty dope.
Yeah. If Dev wins back to back with a separate squad.
Oh, no, they got to be known as one of the best.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I agree. Like we spoke earlier in the podcast, it's like hard work pays off. These dudes
Yeah.
are literally in the lab every day. They
Yeah.
live by it. So,
Yeah.
you know, he's an amazing coach. Yeah, he's getting called up for the NBA.
Yep.
You know, I'm going in the lab too, just
in a lab.
because the grit and and again the momentum they have, right? Like they come in.
Consistency pays off. I mean, we can't say
and
that
they might
enough.
shoot up a couple more this week because you still qualify to add some guys, so they might bring some of the
of the
OGs.
coaches
Hey,
back,
more
yeah.
power to you, because I feel like whatever you need to do to win, handle your biz. Just don't be cheesy, but handle your biz.
Mm-hmm.
I think I got in the lab too, bro. Honestly, like I like Coach Dev. One thing about them last year too, when they played against us, bro, I think they were watching film on.
Oh, yeah.
like
He was on the sideline
like
calling out
that's
Elvin.
right. That's
Yeah.
next level. Like yo, force him right. If he goes left, he's gonna shoot. I'm like, bro, what's going on?
Dev and them really does their homework.
Right.
They got shows talking about how they break down NBA games,
Right.
whatever the case may be. So I know dang on well when it come to like VBL, the main thing that they gonna focus in on is the main people scoring.
Right.
Like everybody else is irrelevant.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Without here, it's like, you know, whoever your main guy is, if you stop him, let everybody else score and see what they can do.
Right.
And that's what Timeless is doing this year, man.
yeah,
Coach Bobby got him running shutdown.
But I mean, that group has been together, at least like the core part of that
Yeah.
group has been together through what, 2-3 summers?
And then also Coach Bobby got him in the lab, also working
Yeah.
and
So
training. So
you see a pattern.
And most
Consistency.
of them
Yeah.
are pros or semi-pros, like you know.
Yeah.
They,
Well,
they experience
my
the
guy,
players.
my guy that making 40 look good, he's just a good hooper, but he's over 40.
But he's making him look good.
He making it look good.
Yeah. Next
That
game up.
Blasian is crazy.
Can we? And then everyone gave their predictions on that one.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go. This is gonna be my one upset. I'm gonna take Crenshaw Coffee. I know we
All right.
talked about in the lab, but talk a little about Crenshaw Coffee. I think if AJ can take over a game if he wants to, and I feel like in the paint, if it's just DeRay is their main big, I think they're gonna struggle with
Yeah.
Shell and Corey.
Corey played real well last
Well,
week.
the only thing with Crenshaw too is this: who takes their last couple of shots? Now I love AJ. I love
it's
AJ,
West,
but he don't make fucking free throws.
Oof.
He doesn't make free throws, so he's a liability down the stretch. But during the first, second, and third, he's probably the most fun to watch.
Mm-hmm.
Wesley, the real Sidney Dean, consistent, knows how to get to the buckets, but I need their bigs
Yeah.
to act like bigs. Stop like Corey, you my dog, Chi-Town all day. Stop shooting all them damn threes.
I mean, last week he was in the paint the whole game. 16
No,
points,
he
10
was shooting
rebounds.
threes. I seen him. He was shooting threes.
Hey, if
Trust
we get
me.
a solo
that is
appearance,
Corey's
it'll look a little
thing.
different too. A little solo Bailey, Shell Bailey appearance.
Well, see, that's the other part of that. Somebody has to get on the same page as Solo unless Solo's handling the ball.
Yeah.
If Solo's not handling the ball, he got to run the lanes. And sometimes people don't feed him while he's running the lanes. So what good is having a slasher if you're not going to use him? So, and I think that has to go against him as far as being the youngin of the group. You know what I'm saying? They're not going to put all of the points going to the youngin. You know what I'm saying? And with his dad on the scene. You know what I'm saying? I feel like Juggernaut Bailey. I need you in the paint more. But hey, he's an actor. He ain't out here trying to get no hoops in. He's trying to get his bag.
Okay, next up we got Hamilton, which is the 10 seed, versus Actively Black, which is the 7 seed. Actively Black, they started out 3-0. Now they lost 3 straight, so they dropped down. And Hamilton ended 2-4.
Actively Black, highly dependent again on who shows up.
Yeah, that's rough. Actively Black be inconsistent. They really inconsistent with their players.
Chris Staples flying straight out of Hong Kong from the
That's
airport
rough.
to the beach.
Oh no, let me tell you a
that
story.
that jet lag gonna kick his butt.
No, let me tell you a story. So we're in Seattle together, okay? And when we were in Seattle together, we're doing a dunk competition. He says to me, now this is how dedicated this motherfucker is. He go, I think I could change my flight and make it by the game on Sunday. I said, are you fucking serious? You, man, shut up. You ain't flying to LA today. He's like, no. The flights that I can take off right now, and I can get there 5 o'clock, shoot off there, and then I could be right there for the game. This dude changed his flight, left us early, and got on the plane to come back here. Now, did he make it to the game?
He did.
Determination.
I think they won too.
Determination.
Oh no! The story was almost perfect.
Just talking about Chris Staples.
Hey, but that's Seattle. That's a 3-hour flight. Hong Kong, like 12 hours.
No,
though.
but you
we
gotta
were talking about
understand.
Chris.
Different
He-
type of flight.
No, but you gotta understand. He was just in a dunk competition, dunking. Then he got on the plane to come down here to play to another state in the same
Shout
day.
out to Chris Staples.
Yeah, bro.
Almost, we've been rocking together a decade. This is
Yeah.
somebody that really took the league also to the next level.
Consistent.
He took that opportunity. He took the dunk game seriously.
Yeah.
And he went from globetrotter to branding himself to
From Saginaw, Michigan. Half of you
everything.
motherfuckers don't even know where Saginaw is.
I'm one of them.
No, I'm just saying.
In-house legend.
You got to look at it. Saginaw, Michigan.
and played college football. Didn't even play basketball at that in college.
Come on,
And
dog.
Really, like,
Come on, dog.
Well,
Come on, dog.
Chris apparently, I don't want to put words in anybody's mouth, but told he doesn't lift at all. We were like,
No,
is that even
that's
possible?
bullshit. Because he got a couple
bro.
of videos that he do the weight
I
training.
was like, bro.
He told me he on squat.
Oh,
squat.
okay, that's different.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
different.
That's different.
Yeah.
That's different.
But bro, like for you to jump that high, bro, and like okay,
Consistent.
you different. He's different, bro. I always see him doing the push. He be motivating me sometimes. I got to, what I'm saying, do my push ups and lift. But
Oh, no,
yeah, he's different. For him not to like squat like that, bro, and take off like that, he a different breed, bro.
You're already
Right, but
jumping out
Park
the gym. What you need to
kangaroo.
do squats for?
Yeah, right.
Yeah, Park Kangaroo.
Actively black on who?
Hamilton. So
I'm going with Hamilton.
Oh,
Hamilton.
I'm going with Hamilton.
I mean, Actively Black also has Zach Andrews.
who I don't think is going to be there this week.
Zach,
Thank you.
I think
Inside
Steve,
scoop.
Van Gerard.
I just feel like not what's the squad? Sorry, not Actively Black.
Hamilton.
Hamilton.
Okay,
I believe that they will come a little bit more fiery.
Hamilton is going to be there this week.
You get what I'm saying? So I think they're going to be a little bit more fiery. I think they're going to get to the ball and out hustle people a little bit more than that
See,
squad.
Hamilton has their moments where they look really good, but
Yes.
my worry is this week that like their whole squad comes back and kind of throws around that flow. that
Nah,
they
I
had.
think if you like with that squad, when they homies come together, it's a little bit happier occasion.
Yeah, true.
Because they kind of be turning up like it's a club on the sideline. You get what I'm saying? Like real talk, when Hamilton gets there, it seems to create a little vibe where he's smiling so much, the rest of them don't get down. So it's kind of like, man, let's pick up. He's an energy type dude. You know what I mean? So I just feel like they're gonna come together and play better because, like I said, down the stretch, I think Actively Black be having a little issues.
Okay, so Mouthpiece has Hamilton.
Hamilton All-Stars, Wilson.
So out of the four, Zach Andrews, Chris Staples, Steve, and Van Gerard. If two of them are there, I have Actively Black. If one or less of them are there, I'll take Hamilton.
If you get all fades, I might change my mind. If you get all fades, I might change my mind.
How about you, Toby?
See, that's a
yeah,
hard
it's tough. I'm going to Hamilton, and I'll also say the winner of this game goes on to play Surf Club, correct?
Yes.
I got Surf Club going straight through to the semis.
Yeah. Surf
So
Club look
shout out
like,
to all the teams, but
as long as they ain't seeing them again right now, Surf Club might make it all the way.
yeah.
They proven it.
Hey, Danny, we haven't heard from you all day. I mean, this man's been out here.
He been filming, man.
Yeah.
He been holding it down, man. He doing what he loves.
Which team you got, Danny?
Between these two or winning it all?
Between these two.
I got Hamilton. I think they're playing with a lot of energy right now. They seem to have caught their stride, especially last game where like the chemistry kind of came together. And I think that energy on the bench is going to carry over to a win this week.
Grizz,
Yeah.
can I get 30? Can I see a 30-piece all middies?
And see, that's another reason Grizz.
Yeah.
Grizz is consistent, bro. The mid-range jumper, long as he's not trying to do too much, if he goes and does his mid-range game or like, freaking cast to the point where you get to the layup, I don't see too many people stopping him from getting a dub 5. Because he's going to be consistent. As long as he makes 3 or 4 buckets per quarter, something like that, I don't see them losing because really, honestly, nobody keeps up with him. You know what I'm saying? He be doing a lot of moves. He got the handles, but he knows how to make his mid-range jumper. And that's very important for cats that want to collapse on the layups and stuff like that. He has free range.
Yeah, one of VBL's best shooters, no doubt.
Yeah, he came a long way. Beforehand, Grizz was just a fun dude to watch as far as like he wasn't making buckets like he making now, all that. Then all of a sudden, that mid-range game came, and he just became a different player.
Yeah.
So, yeah, shout out to him.
Okay, Okay, I know we touched upon it earlier a little bit, but last but not least, just official predictions for Fabletics versus Prototype.
I got Fabletics.
Shit.
This one's tough.
But
for
if Juice
sure.
scores 40 or more,
Yeah,
Prototype
see,
won.
I can't
40,
go,
I think it's like 25.
I can't go
Juice gonna give you
against.
25 regardless.
I can't go against my Steeler bro as long as he's breathing in the mute. You know what I'm saying? He's consistent.
And T.O. is back. I'm going Prototype.
T.O. Yeah. And you got to understand something that's fun for me to see. Watching Juice is almost like watching the mute again. If that makes sense. The mute used to hit threes like that on a consistent basis. Fast breaks. They would literally be near the paint and throw it back to the mute. And it was bottoms.
Yeah.
So, and dunking on people. So he ran the lane and Sick Woody used to throw him up and he'll bang on people. So you have to understand, watching Mute and I Got the Juice on the same team. Of course, I Got the Juice wants to take more shots. Of course. We all know this. But if they came to an agreement on you shoot 13, I shoot 10, I don't see nobody messing with them. Because of the simple fact, they both got range. They both know how to kill momentum.
Mm-hmm.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They're both smart, but the problem is they're bigs. Pop Champagne is cool. Don't get it twisted, but sometimes when he run across other bigs, he has some, I think he was coming off an injury or something like that. So you have to understand, he's not running like he normally does. So it's based on everybody else. Then you got Caker. Caker's in the boot. You know what I'm saying? Or he was just in the boot.
They also have Big Baby.
Listen to me. I love my youngin. Sometimes he doesn't do what the big man is supposed to do. Okay? And that's why you get Juice to hit 63 points. And I think when they hit 63, you said they was only up by 13?
Something like that.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, that's because he's shooting. There's no, if there was rebounding and putbacks, it'd be dub 5. That's why it's an issue.
Yeah, I think this is a really tough one to predict. I mean, if Prototype's bigs can control the paint, I think they win by a solid amount. But
They know how to win games too, though.
Yeah.
Like down the stretch, they know what not to do.
yeah, I think I'm gonna lean towards Prototype 81 because I think this Fabletics is a newer team, more
Yeah,
experienced.
We got another game?
Accounting is cool, but I just feel like there's too many people on the other team versus him and his team. So
All the games are done. So if I can just really quick, just if you had to pick one team that's gonna win it all right now, who are you gonna take?
It's a tie for me between Timeless and Surf Club.
Yep. Same here.
It's a tie because they've been the most consistent. If it wasn't for Timeless beating Surf Club, I say Surf Club. If they'd have beat Timeless, I'd be saying Surf Club all day. But it's a tie.
I think I'm gonna go with Timeless. I think they found something these past 2 weeks with their pressure defense. I think that translates to regular season, quarterfinal, semifinal, final. And if they get Juju there, I think the paint's locked down and their perimeter's locked down.
Built different.
I think they're hard to mess with, but we haven't seen Surf Club this year yet fully strengthened. So Mo's dropping 38 points. Tone looked like an MVP candidate when he was playing. They got Daniel, they got Jordan. So I think that it's a hard squad to mess with.
They got a squad.
Shout out Hit Boy.
Yeah. Oh, that is Hit Boy. Shout out Pasadena, man.
He said he's pulling up to the championship, so hopefully they're there.
So if they don't make it, then he's not pulling up. That's weird.
Yeah,
That's
I
weird
don't
as shit.
I heard he might pull up to the playoffs. That's the inside scoop.
Well, you better.
But
You
I'm
better.
going-
Don't
I'm
pull a
going
Jamal
with Woodies.
Crawford.
I'm going with Woodies, the biggest upset in VBL history.
To do what?
To the championship.
Wow.
Is this podcast over?
Might be.
Nigga, you saying something like that?
When I'm playing, bro.
Well, we are in the La Casa de
Triple.
Woodies.
Okay, I'll give
Hold
you.
on.
I'll give you this. Y'all will probably win a game.
Yeah.
Y'all not winning no championship though.
We are in La Casa de Woodies. It's kind of disrespectful to not give him some love.
Woodies
Yeah.
is winning this championship.
All right.
Okay,
Shout
I
out
love you,
Woodies.
Woodies,
I'm
but y'all ain't got no wins.
I ain't won a championship in 10 years.
Is LeBron coming to the beach to play for Woodies? I don't see
Come
it.
on, Bron.
Right.
Pop out.
Right.
Pop out. I got a question. Does the rule change, right? Like let's say after playoffs, let's say LeBron calls, right? It says, yo.
Oh no, anybody can play from the NBA. We proven
No,
that
no,
with,
I'm saying,
Montrezl
you
Harrell.
know, like this week is like the last week, right? To like
Yeah.
bring in players,
NBA players
right?
get a
so
pass.
let's say
NBA players do get a pass.
Oh, they get a pass. So
Yeah.
LeBron wanted to come and say, you know, I want to play in the VBL. He's valid.
Yes.
Yeah.
Come
Yeah,
on.
LeBron's
We're
coming.
not going to tell LeBron no.
Right.
We
right.
will gladly do so.
Come on, LeBron.
Come on, LeBron. Where you at, bro?
Okay. I think we got about 5-10 minutes.
Okay.
I hope that this is all recorded. Start there.
Yeah.
I hope that we can get some more fan engagement if this all comes up at once. If so, we'd love to hear some questions about what y'all would like to see on the podcast week after week. For now, Alex came up with a couple of questions, and I can see some of them are directed right for Mouthpiece. Starting with, why do you wear medium bottoms?
Because my legs are skinnier and they feel better. You know what I'm saying? So I wear smaller clothes that fit me better than wearing baggy clothes.
Love it. What is your favorite flavor of juice drink?
Oh, got to be the Casamigos and mango juice.
What are the flavors? I honestly haven't heard of them all.
I haven't. No. The blue one is like a blueberry lemonade with vodka or something.
Mouthpiece,
like that.
what's the typical like breakfast and like nutritional diet Sundays? Like,
Wait.
give me the Sunday. Start with the breakfast. Like, tell me how much. Like, what do you indulge in? Like, you're just trying to just name everything that you have on Sundays.
No. It depends. Oh, you talking about at VBL or before I get
just
there?
the whole day.
whole
Like
day.
a typical Sunday.
If I can get to the truck early before I do games,
So you come on an empty stomach on Sundays?
most of the time, yeah,
right.
because I'm getting up because I got my kids, I feed them, and then I'm out the door. You know what I'm saying? So I really don't get to eat much, and then on top of that, sometimes I don't eat until 3:00 in the afternoon. You know what I'm saying? So I really don't be eating like before my games or whatever the case may be. But lately, shout out to Compton Vegan. I love them damn tacos. Them tacos is banging. Them
Got a
tacos is
little
banging.
undercover vegan going on?
Not
over
an
there?
undercover vegan. I just taco vegan. That's it.
I always see that your Jamaican homie hooking you up.
Yes. Shout out to the Jamaican chef. He comes through with the jerk chicken or the oxtails. They be banging with
Yeah, where do
red
those
beans and
plates
rice.
be coming from?
Well, he comes out here with plates that he makes.
Eh.
You know what I'm saying? And he sells them to people, whatever the case may be. So yeah. Usually it's $15 to $20. It's free for me.
Ah,
You know what I mean?
What else you get for free on Sundays?
I
You
get
all
juice
types-
drink for free.
what else?
how many juice drink?
Sometimes 2 or 3.
Okay, that's a nice
You know
little
what I
hookup.
mean? The first one to kind of put me right to get to talking.
Right.
The second one gets me overload. You know what I mean? And then y'all get all kinds of shit out of me. You know what I mean? But as far as like, to start my day off, sometimes, like I say, if I could catch the Compton Vegan, that'd be cool. Other than that, you know what I'm saying? I really don't eat until it's later on. So I'll do like a whole day on an empty stomach damn near.
So wait. We got another good one. What is the worst reaction somebody has had to a nickname, a Mouthpiece nickname?
The worst reaction. Ooh. I think one time I had called somebody victim number 1. You know what I'm saying? Because he got dunked on or whatever. And he was upset. And he had said some things like, homie, I ain't no victim. I was like, shit, look like one to me. You know what I'm saying? And it wasn't nothing personal.
Yeah.
But bruh, you became a victim. Until you get out of, being a victim, that's what you're gonna be.
Oh yeah.
And sure enough, he didn't make no points. You know what I'm saying? He didn't get no assists. He didn't get no rebounds. He was just out there running.
Yeah, he's somewhere out punching air right now if he hears this.
Hey, and understand this. Sometimes the names that I give in the beginning are just starters. Because one, I may not to say I don't like your name, but I just don't want to say that shit out loud. You know what I'm saying? It may be Dreyfus or whatever the hell. I don't know. So my whole thing is I go with what you look like. That's more fun for the crowd to recognize you. Then if you do something that just wows me or was big for your team or something like that, then a name comes. Like Oversized Leprechaun was Ryan Nitz at first. I used to call him Oversized Leprechaun. He was a redhead that was bigger than a regular leprechaun. But then when he made a game-winning shot, and I think he had like 28 or something like that, I said, Oversized Leprechaun is no more. Here's the mercenary. You know what I'm saying? So it can change. It don't just stay the same. It just, over a course of time, if you're consistent enough, something will come to me. Like with Zach Hinton.
Yeah.
Zach Hinton was, he had a great year, MVP year, but a couple of games I missed.
What are
Don't-
you guys' favorite nicknames?
I was just about to say, let's do the favorite nickname, and then Danny will.
I like how y'all just cut me off in the podcast.
That's what the
hell
podcast's
with
all
you.
about.
Like 3 minutes
The hell
in,
with you.
3
Go
minutes
ahead.
in. Yeah, victim number 1. You got something better. What? Give me some of the nicknames.
Hairline.
Yeah.
Sun rooftop.
Sun Rooftop
That's
is
Adam's
cold.
favorite.
Sun
Double
Rooftop is cold.
hairline.
No,
Steroid
Hairline was a
ambassador.
cold one.
That's my favorite. all
Steroid
time.
Ambassadors, yeah, one of the cold ones.
What about satellite ears?
Dudes Wear My Car. I had that one. You know what I'm saying? He was cold-blooded. He
What
looked
about
like he
Will
looked.
Ferrell this week.
That was-
Will Ferrell.
Was it the Elf
you
or-
hit me up? Was that you
Elf?
that hit me up that said, what's his tag or something?
Yeah.
It was somebody's website
Uh.
that said they had a whole bunch of pictures of him.
Yeah.
And what was his at? And I was like, I don't know. He's Will Ferrell to me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, yeah.
I personally like.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
E5.
That's not a nickname though.
I like.
That's
I
his
like
actual
saddle-
name, right?
I like
that's where he
satellite
from.
ears.
That's where he from. bro.
Satellite ears?
Yeah, you-
yeah. He got some dishes on him. he got some lobes on that boy.
In terms of new nicknames, I like the accountant. Just
Yeah.
easy.
The
He
accountant,
always
yeah.
delivers.
Yep.
That's a
yep.
good
and
one.
and he comes with good funds.
Mhm. And then an OG one is the mute. I like the mute because he doesn't talk on the court much.
No, he
just
don't. He don't talk
not-
much at
not
all.
talking trash,
But
just
he
gets
let
it
his
done.
games do his
Yeah.
talking. Yeah.
Off court, bro. I've got the privilege to hang out with the mute on some international tours, and this dude just will not stop talking. Shout out to them. I found out
That's
after
not
7
possible.
years of here playing in the
No,
VBL,
hey.
this dude is
He'll talk
he's a comedian.
outside of that.
Outside,
Wow. But
non-stop.
I
You
don't
know
think
what
I've
his
heard him
biggest thing
speak.
is?
Full comedian.
You know what his biggest thing is? Like, fun
Sunblock
fact
on his
about
head?
him. No, fun fact about him. He is a professional gambler.
Ah.
A like, get some dice.
Yeah.
He'll walk away with your house note.
Oh no.
Yeah,
For some reason, he's like one of the
All he
luckiest
does is
dudes I
play
know on dice.
basketball and gamble.
Yeah.
pretty much.
Luckiest
That's all
dude
he
on dice
does
I've ever known.
for 40 years. Shout out to Wifey.
Who's the
holding it
best
down
VBL
for-
dice player? It's the mute.
It's got to be the mute and Young Mouth.
Ah.
Mute and
yeah.
Young Mouth love to shoot dice, and that's like watching the story in itself.
Why did you make him your protege?
Well, I got a phone call. I was at home, and I got a phone call saying that that it was a dude down here that talked trash, but he's funny. And you know, they was like, Mouth, you got to check old boy out. He's like doing the most, but he's funny though. Like he's cool.
Yeah.
They said he reminds us of you, but sometimes he goes off the deep end. Sometimes it's like he's a more hot-headed you.
Yeah.
And I was like, hot-headed more than me? I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
I got to meet him. So I get down there, and he's playing a couple of games, and he plays against Nate Robinson. And he makes a couple of threes on Nate. And he's talking big shit, but Nate is laughing. See, that's always the best part of it.
Yeah.
If the person you're talking shit to gets mad, maybe you're doing too much. But if the person is laughing, you're playing a good game of ball. And after that, you know, he walked up to me. He's like, man, I heard all about you. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Everybody been trying to get you to meet me, blah, 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 blah. He said, I want to be your little homie. And I was like, all right, play this game right here. Get some more buckets like you did before. I got you. Sure enough, he had like 4 threes. Young Mouth it is.
Young Mouth it is.
You know what I'm saying? So I call
You're
it Young
looking for a
Mouthpiece after
side
that.
bet in Venice. Go find your boy.
Oh, yeah,
Young
yeah.
Mouth.
He'll side bet you to
Hold on,
death.
Before we go into playoff, who needs a nickname? Like, there's a few people like that need a
It don't
nickname
work
definitely.
like that.
Into
You
playoffs.
keep
yeah.
saying that. It don't
Nah,
work
but if you've
like
been
that.
in the league 6 or 7 years, you've been putting
Okay,
in
who you
work.
talking about?
Or you talking about 20-point game? What
Okay, who you talking about?
Give me. I'm going back to my statistician.
Yeah, who you talking about? Please tell me.
DeRay.
Oh.
Ain't this his first
one.
year?
He got
Second.
one.
Oh, Showtime gave him the executioner.
Oh, that was a good one too.
Yeah.
Because it was when he
Listen,
had the
listen.
back-to-back
He
sit
doesn't
down.
like it
Listen.
'cause it's not him.
No. I have no problem in that because there's certain people. Hezigod, I didn't give him that.
Yeah.
So I don't mind. I don't mind that shit. I gave him about my bread. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
trust me, I ain't worried. My thing is this. It has to come to me in a genuine moment. Like he want to call him executioner, that's fine. No problem. I'm not tripping about that. My thing is this. A lot of cats around here know who gives the names.
Yeah.
They all know this. Showtime Taylor giving the name, that's fine. But most of them won't take to it like they would with me. And that's only because I'm Voice of Venice.
Yeah. A Mouthpiece name is worth its weight in gold.
You get what I'm saying? So you have to understand, I'm not just trying to hand you some bullshit either.
Yeah, that's the.
I'm trying to make sure it kind of goes with you, goes with your life, goes with you in the sense of you embody it and be like, yeah, that's me. Like with Zach, it took me a while for Zach because sometimes Zach's game is simple but effective. But I didn't want to give him something trash. I gave him artillery because he does an assorted amount of things. He don't just have one gun. He got a gun, he got a grenade, he got a knife, he got a sword. Because he does points, rebounds, assists, blocks, and steals.
Yeah.
So that's an artillery of weapons. That's why I call him artillery.
All right. Well, we just came up on 1 hour. Does anybody have any closing thoughts for the first ever VBL podcast?
I got one. Be consistent and stay consistent and stay on your path.
Show
E5.
love to the new Puma X Venice Ball Dream Mosaic collection.
That part.
Nicely done, Alex. Alex might have to unlock
Nick.
a nickname.
I mean, the drip
The drip.
is for sale.
Yeah.
And I think it's the first time in history that people can like literally support us from all over the world. I think we sold in 15 countries, which is incredible. You know, we've had fans from all over the world come and want to purchase things. So it's just, you know, a tribute and a dedication to what we built out here together as a family. Going off what Mouthpiece said, the consistency. So excited that, you know, we're able to bring it online worldwide. You don't have to wait 2 weeks for your joint to ship. You might get it in 24-hour Amazon style. So shout out for Puma to give us the opportunity. We got limited sales right there at the beach on Sundays. And then, you know, you might be able to catch it in Philippines. You catch it all over Europe. Catch it right here on the Puma website. There's a few pairs left. It's love, right? The game, you know, you got to work on, but the drip, you can buy.
Well, I hope that we made it the whole way through, first and foremost. And this joint was actually recorded. If it was, I want to say so many thank yous for actually making it through a full hour of us talking about a pretty
check
niche
us out.
topic.
Yeah, tell a friend to tell a friend, right? This is what we do. We got the live broadcast, you know, that you got to join in. You got to tell a friend.
Yeah.
And now you
Maybe we
got
got a podcast.
And then let us know.
Yeah, let us know if you liked it. Let us know what you want to hear about.
Join in.
But yeah, my closing thought is, man, just tell somebody you love them today. Life is short. At the end of the day, everything we do is a community thing. We've seen a lot of hardship in the community. We've seen a lot of love come through. So be grateful for everything you have, not for what you don't. Be happy. Spread love. That's my message.
That's right.
E5.
Yeah, to close it off, I'm not gonna lie, man. Like, again, it's all love. It's never, you know, no love lost. Everything is earned, not given. You know what I'm saying? Cop your merch. Tell a friend to tell a friend. We here on the weekends, baby. And if you got game, come on, pull up, bro. It's never too late.
Yes,
sir. Mouthpiece. Can we get a dropout?
Well, you already know what it is, man. It's Venice at its finest. The podcast is now debuting. Holla back at your boy. Venice Basketball League. Get it!
Get it!